All right. So yesterday I was combining test sources for audio tests, and I finished at the point when I'm combining them in how to say while I'm creating them. By the way, I'm thinking like probably I need to do something like this, I guess. So just to achieve consistency, and yeah. So what's next? Looking at this code, I'm gonna say that I could have just somehow extracted, but it's just too many variables, and I don't want to do this simply because although the logic is similar, you can see that different things attached to different lines of code regarding like what's going on here. So I'm not quite convinced that I need to extract that thing. So I'm gonna just follow the same logic here. So yes, so this thing should be definitely extracted as a separate thing. So let's call it like, how was it called here, for example? It's being called like unilength test data for current page, or rather unilength test data split in pages, which is unilength test data split. Okay, so unilength test data. Can we call this thing like this? Unilength test data. Okay, and now unilength test data split in pages. Unilength test data, and I'm gonna copy, I think, page delimiter there as well. And probably I need empty string as well. So yeah, I could have just extracted the separate file somewhere, but if you can avoid creating new files, you better avoid those things. So especially if those files are out of context. I don't have that much kind of like static constant exports in a sync folder, and I don't want to have them. So it's not a big deal. It won't cause any troubles to maintain it in the future. Alright, so I'm gonna split this thing by this delimiter, and yeah, probably I'm gonna follow the same thing. So unilength test text, I guess, for current page, and okay, so this thing should be copied here and here, and although, wait a second, yeah, unilength test data for current page, and this thing, let's leave it as it was before, because here I think the context is clear enough. Okay, and this goes here, this thing goes here. Okay, so I think I need the same set of variables that was before, like all yeah, measure params, full pages, all SVGs, like offsets and all those things. So I'm just gonna copy those things and copy here. It's a good question where exactly. Yeah, probably right after this thing. So okay, now what? So. Yeah, I can see that we stringify the page schema here, and we probably must change this variable to something else. Okay, so maybe I do need in fact extracted somehow. If I can pass all these variables, then of course sure. Although, I mean, those files are in different places, so I really don't want to mess up things. It's just not worth it at all. Anyways. I still think that we need those things here. So probably I'm just gonna copy those things, it's not a big deal. Right? Yeah, and we got all those things in the same fashion. So yeah. All right. So what can I do right now? What can I do right now? Yeah, I think it's quite important to have this validation regardless. And yeah, funny fact that parsit unilink value, we've got this thing, and parsit input, I got this thing. So we have different, so to speak, namings here and there, and I kind of like the other name, so let's rename it parsit unilink value, just to try to achieve as much as consistency as possible. So okay, now what? Yeah, I suppose it should be somehow like this thing, and we definitely should have this thing for sure. Okay, so okay, now what? All the SVG pages. Yeah, and generated styles, I think they go in the same fashion. So here we just specify this thing. And so instead of this thing, I guess we should do how it's called. Yeah, I thought that yeah, right, so we do have this yeah, it's supposed to be here, and now of course this thing here, and yeah, we're gonna replace this thing. Of course, we need to probably the best approach would be like to extract all those things and declare as variables, right? That would make a lot of sense. Okay, yeah. So let's do this SVG. SVG pages as string, I guess. And it will be equal to this thing. All right, the next thing, I guess this one. Like HTML highlights for all pages. We got this name, so it should be probably, let's call it joint, because why not? I mean, it's joint, right? So whatever. And of course, MIDI for all pages, which is this thing. All right. And yeah. I guess it should work. All right, so what's next? What's next? Constructed MIDI. It's all good, of course, but okay. Yeah, let's call. Just 1 second. Yeah, let's call all those things as is here. Shall we? And okay. Okay, let's go here. Okay, yeah. So by extracting every single thing, by the way, what about errors? Because I don't think that oh, actually, yeah, I'm declaring this thing. All right then. Yeah, I think it's important to stringify this thing, which is basically this thing. So We can just paste it here just to how to say to keep the harmony of these variables as was before. Yeah. Although not everything, as it seems, must be stringified. But anyways, that's all good. And now the errors, which are, of course, this thing here. So yeah. Constructed medium. Okay, let's replace this thing by I don't know what, but media file pages. Yeah, there are a lot of checks here, so yeah, that's all good. Yeah, probably I should add spaces or something, some sort. Yeah, just too many variables which are all over the place, and yeah, it's it can be confusing at first for sure. So yeah, but this function is extremely isolated, and I mean the asynchronous object, so it all should be good. So everything should be fine. Okay, so, and finally we are testing this thing. So okay. So beside the point, we need to declare this thing. So so we need to declare this variable as this thing. Then we should declare. Okay, so let me think. Maybe I can add some spaces here just to increase the readability. Yeah. For sure. Okay. And yeah, now it's more clear what's going on, I guess. So yeah, and the same goes, I guess, here as well. Okie dokie. All right. Yeah. So what should we do? We definitely should create variable or variables rather, like those. Yeah. Right. And now the same thing goes here. Alright, so I think that should work. And this thing goes right here. Okay. Okay, let's let's copy those things right here. Okay. And by the way, I think that we can just replace this thing with this variable. Yeah, the same goes here. Alright, now what? Yeah, probably will be a lot of lint issues, which not difficult to fix, but I'm pretty sure there'll be some of them. Okay, so we did these things. We still need to go for this. All right. Yeah. We need those variables. Okay. Okay, I don't think we need this. We should paste this thing here and this thing here. Let's delete this thing now. MIDI for all pages and constructed MIDI. This goes here. Here. Okay. Alright, so let's run npm run lint just to be sure that I didn't miss any details. I'm pretty sure mists, yeah. Those things are undefined, that's understandable. Let's copy those things here. And of course I think then, okay, we don't need this thing here. Do we need okay, am I using this thing? Okay, yeah, it's all good. Is not defined. 108. $111. Yeah, right. So page schema for all pages, I suppose. And 115. Yeah. Okay. That will be interesting. So yeah, there are a lot of wearables and stuff, and it's all good, I guess. Okay, let's maybe do this thing here as well. Yeah. Okay, npm run test audio. I suspect that will be a lot of failing tests, but just simply because the format of errors is changed, and I don't know, maybe some of the everything is changed because everything is combined by delimiters and stuff. So we should be very careful. By the way, not all the tests have failed. Yeah, the example one. Okay, it's already bad that and with is not a function. Okay. Okay, I need to revert those changes. So all audio tests. So yeah, I don't think I just need this thing, and that's about it. Let's go. Okay. I'm just trying to find the limiters. I hope that they will be in place. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's another time, I don't know. Oh, okay, I see. There are a lot of spaces, which is not necessarily... I don't know what's going on, but let's open the example one. Oh, right, so yeah, I don't see that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, maybe we don't need those things, I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, if everything finishes with... Let me scroll. Yeah, probably I don't need any break lines and stuff, because even if, yeah, next page always goes before any text, and I'm pretty sure that in the middle everything breaks on its own, so yeah, I don't really need this thing, so we can just copy this thing here. The same goes here. And finally, the same goes here. Okay. Now let's run the test again. Okay, so let me open one more time. Now everything fails. Let's open this thing. Let's see. Yeah, maybe 50 is just too much. And whoa, the logic doesn't work at all, guys. 3 out of 4. I hope it's 4 out of 4, and yeah. So that sucks. So that logic doesn't work at all. So let me think. So svg.bottom, svg page.bottom. Yeah, it's simply because we need to assign, not to increment this thing. Fair enough. Okay. And yeah, I think 50 is just too much. Maybe we should put that as a 15, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay. Oh, it doesn't work at all. What the fuck? So it does not work. So here I'm assigning, and assigning. Oh, right, because yeah, I need to go through. Yeah, here it works perfectly fine. Okay, now let's hear the whole thing. Something a little bit off. I'm not gonna tell. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it sounded a bit different before. Yeah, especially the ending is like. Okay, let me hear again. Yeah, something is definitely off of the rhythm, I think. I mean, they're all combined, and that's for sure. And I chose the right distance between pages. But yeah, something is off for sure. I think those things will come up in major tests because, like, examples, I know that examples sound not perfect, considering the fact that I don't support, like, for example, dynamics and different other things like slurs. I don't know, like crescendos, codas. And yeah, everything requires a lot of testing, but what I'm happy about is that the thing works. I mean, the pages are combined, and that's the most important thing right now. So yeah, so I'm gonna go through all the tests, and I'm pretty sure that they're all the same, I guess. It's just how to say. By the way, they're all fail for HTML highlights, by the way, which is weird. So let me open this thing and see what's going on. Yeah, nothing. Oh, okay, so for some reason I'm adding this thing, so I'm not quite sure that's how it's supposed to work. All right. Let's go here with page index, and let's declare a variable which will tell that this is last page or something like that. So what can I say? It's page index. This variable length -1, and so yeah. Okay, so if this is not last page, then sure, we are adding page delimiter. All right. Yeah. Let's copy this thing here. And let's copy this thing here. Now let's go and copy this thing here and here. And finally, I couldn't find it. Oh, here it is. So yeah. Alright, now let's go and run all the tests. So they should fail for something different, but yeah, they still fail for HTML highlights for some mysterious reasons. I'm not quite sure why. I mean, come on, I don't want you to do this to me. This is just not fair. Okay, let me just delete also this thing. And here. And over there. Okay, so if it's not last page, maybe I'm crazy or what? Okay, let's go to the example one, shall we? And see what's going on there. Oh yeah, I think it should be with right point attached to not here. Yeah, I know, but I don't want this thing. What's going on? Okay, this is crazy. Console log. Page index, I guess. This is last page, and also let's. Yeah, I think we need the length of this. Maybe it's undefined or something. I have no idea. Oh. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, I should have do this thing, yeah. I'm comparing with freaking string. Yeah, this thing, of course. Okay, so this thing goes in every place. Alright, now let's go. Okay, now they failing for errors, which fair, because errors are now like array of arrays or something like that, so yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Yeah. But it still bothers me that example, especially at the end, doesn't work as quite well as I would hope. But you know, what can I say? Okay, so everything works except this thing. By the way, I'm not quite sure that this is what I wanted. Errors, right? Errors. Okay. Okay, so if that's object, then whatever. Okay, so let's update all the tests, but first, of course, let's rerun the Unison server. Let's hope for the best. Okay. Oh wow, something went extremely wrong. Oh, I'm unauthorized. Okay, so I don't remember. Like, okay, now it's all good. Okay, let's go and update the tests. They'll fail for this reason, right? So, okay, let's go. Of course, it's much faster than if I would do the same via CLI, so this is why I created this button. Wow, there are a lot of audio tests. I'm a bit tired, but those things are necessary to create a robust project. You gotta go through routine work sometime. And I wouldn't say it works perfectly, but at least I don't get any errors, which is good. Okay, and all audio tests are being updated. Okay, let me run the tests again. Yeah, they now took like 2 seconds or whatever. So good. Okay, let me open the example. Number 1. Yeah, perfect. But yeah, I wish the ending would match up. I mean, for the most part, I think it was really good, but then something went completely wrong. I don't know. I'm not gonna like explore the problems, but I think they will come up with other tests, but I mean, still, it's a bit annoying. Yeah, something at the end went wrong, but whatever. I think it's all good. And I think that most probably is because I'm avoiding REST like altogether. I don't process RESTs as in a proper way. Although the proper way in my head is just uh, increasing the octave so high or so low that we couldn't hear it. That's the only solution that comes to my mind right now. But whatever. The main thing that I wanted to test by combining pages is just to test how the tempos would work, right? Because, for example, if I open the, where was it? Like example number 2, page 1, you will see that we have certain tempo, and like if we open the page number 2, we don't have this tempo, but the tempo is not changed on the first page, so it means that the second page should follow the same tempo. But of course, since it's not specified here and since all the pages are in separate contexts, then it means it will not follow practically here. So if I combine those pages, then it would work. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna delete resources for example number 2. So let's do this. npm run test audio delete example 2.1. Let me just copy this thing. Oops. Yeah, and everything is being deleted, all the resources. So let's add let's add this example. Example 2.txt, and yeah, let me open the my project. Well, okay, here it is. Now let me just copy this thing. Let's go. Oops. Okay. Maybe I should add some sort of shortcuts for moving between pages. That would be really convenient. So, yeah. But anyways. Okay. Now okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. So I found an error. Text brace connection. Okay, something went completely wrong. Okay. The line number 50. Okay. So yeah, it's happening in the page, and the main error comes from brace connection. Combine connections. Wow. Okie dokie. Can't read properties of undefined text. Okay, let's open number 18. Okay, so Okay, yeah, I think it's because I don't copy brace connections, right? This is what's going on. Oh, yeah. I think it's because on the first page. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, let me open the example number 1. We have here a brace connection as well, but okay, so brace connection, combined connections, brace connection number 50. Okay. It's weird. Let me open the page scheme again. And I think that I declare across stuff. Connections. Yeah, connection params are actually declared here. Okay. So what's so different about those examples? Let me open the second example. Okay, yeah, everything falls apart here. So let me just open and see. Am I using here tempo somewhere? Yeah. I mean, everything is declared in measures, but yeah, I don't know. Example. So I'm just curious which page actually it is. So let's call it page index here. Run test. Maybe we can just create one. Yeah. 0, 1, and okay. So that's interesting. So it's a third page. To me, it seems like. Okay. Brace connection. Brace connection, 50th line. Okay. Unicode of brace shape. So, text dodges. Okay, so text. This is the first thing. Okay. Let's go and see. It's undefined. Why is it undefined? Is it because of styles or whatever? Okay, that's weird. So I even cannot create the test, which is sad. Okay. Okay, I need to think about it. Alright, so let's figure out why this happens. And the best way to understand this, I think, is just to create another test. And let's say we're gonna call it example 2.3. Then I'm gonna just copy this thing here and let's see if it's happening there as well. So test audio create example 2.3, right? There should be 2.3. Yeah, everything works pretty well. Combined connections 21. Okay, let's go there. Let's delete this thing because I created temporarily, just to check. Okay, now let's open this thing. 21. So basically, yeah. Combine connections. I think it should be raise connections. Yeah, for some reason I suppose that curly flat brace or I don't know. So yeah, this thing doesn't work. For some mysterious reasons. I think it's about calculations. I think I calculate something in a very wrong way. Okay, so let me think. What can it be? What can it be? So what do I need to know? Let's log out height. Let's log out yeah, let's log out height and see what's going on. Example 2. Yeah, it's none, which is really bad. Height of start save. So probably this thing at some point is null or 0. No, it's none? Okay. Then I suppose something wrong with these variables. Oops. What the hell is this? Is it legal? I've never seen such thing. Top of set for some reason those are strings or what? Okay, that's really weird. Okay, let's go for this. Example 2. Yeah, those things are strings for some reason, and for other numbers they're like numbers. Wow, that's super weird. Why this thing happening even? Okay, so it's one of those JavaScript moments, I guess. Okay, so let me. Wow, this thing is string. Type of set for current state. Okay, that's super weird. Let's go for type of set, state, index. I'm gonna go for all variables because God knows what happening there. Okay. Okay, so this thing is, so the top offset is off by very large. I mean, what's going on here? Top offset and left offset, top offset. I mean, what's going on? What's going on? Current vertical distance. Yeah, this thing, I mean, is this? Let's indicate by this thing. Oh my god, that's super weird. I mean, it's just insane. What's going on here? Oh my god. The second, the bottom. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm encountering such thing like for the first time. Page, right? God knows what's going on here. So this kind of like element and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what actually causes these troubles. Okay. Starting from some point, this top offset is a string. Why? I don't know why. Because svg.bottom is a string. That's why. So, it's just insane. Let's see. So, one of those things um, so one of those things causing troubles. So in order to avoid complications, I think it's all in let's open the group and calculated coordinates of elements. Okay. And so let's see where it goes wrong. Is something wrong here or whatever? I don't know. Yeah, this thing, the third thing, the bottom. Oh my god, why? Why are you calculating like a maniac? What is this? Why this is even happening? Oh my god. Calculated coordinates of elements. What's going on? So some of the elements, okay. Okay, so let's go for this. So element and element bottom, I suppose. Okay. Let's just see. Okay, it's a rectangle. It's a rectangle, it's transparent. You got such stroke width. Data name page background. Okay, so this thing causes a lot of troubles. Okay. We kind of like moving towards the problem, the cause of the problem. And yeah, so let's open this thing, page background. It's a rectangle. Yeah, something is not correct here. Yeah, there are a lot of nons. I mean, whatever. Maybe I accidentally, I don't know, let me see. No, I think everything is all right or not. I don't know. Okay, so a page background, and some reason its bottom is some string. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, so this is just simple rectangle, and I think it's because of top offset or what, I don't know. Okay, so let me get it straight. We got top offset and we got the height. Oh, okay. And for some reason, the height is this thing. Final page height. Okay. Let's go and let's log out this thing and yeah. Probably, I don't know. So if page number format is none, then we're also checking this thing and okay, let's examine this thing because it might be anything. God knows what. Okay, yeah. Oh. Okay, let me just do this thing. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so this thing simply doesn't work, but you know. So page height, is it calculated somewhere else? I don't know. Yeah, it's been declared in styles. Okay, so I suspect that this thing, when it's type of string, Then we can log out this thing. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. I don't know. Let's go with this thing. Then I guess, and yeah. Okay. So here it is, and I need to understand why this thing is actually string instead of number. What causes this anomaly? Okay, so let me just check if this thing, let's go with page format. So yeah, page format is none. Let's go with page height. Oh. Okay, so this particular thing, some mysterious reason, is a string. Okay, that's super weird. Generated styles. It's a page height, or is it no? Oh. Okay, custom styles, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, so page height. Okay, so here, for some reason we are not converting this thing to nothing else. Okay. Okie dokie. Generated styles. Custom styles. Okay. Okay, so I think what should be done is this probably. Right? And by this, I mean, of course, if it's undefined. I guess. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's test this again. Okay, at least it doesn't fail. But yeah, I don't know. Page height. Yeah, for some mysterious reasons, I'm not converting this thing. Okay, so maybe we should go add style scenarios. And yeah, we are just getting those things as they are. I don't know why it didn't fail. Like, yeah, hard to say. Page value. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we should be, I think, careful or some sort. Okay, so yeah, I think we can do like this. So yeah, for some reason I don't know. I didn't consider page height like this. But anyways, I'm glad that this thing is done. Okay, so let's reload this thing, shall we? And let's npm run test audio specific, probably example number 2. All right, let's hear and see. Okay. Yeah, something definitely broken. I even lost the flow at some point, and Yeah, but the point is that the tempos are stay the same, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'll create a lot of tests with combined pages, and it will be easier to focus on what really gone wrong. But I still have the feeling that the way how I manage the rests are kind of like impacting all the way. But I don't know. Maybe it's just speculation. So yeah. And this thing, I'm not quite sure why it worked first time. Yeah, probably it's because when the pages are isolated and it doesn't really matter, it can be string or whatever. But when time comes when I need to use this thing and kind of like, I use for the next page, then it breaks down everything. So fair enough. Okay, so the biggest challenge is just to delete all these console logs. So let's do this thing. I guess. Okay. Okay, let's find all the weird stuff. Okay. Okay, let's try to search one more time. So those things are from kind of like dependencies, but yeah, they've been logged for only debugging. I'm not quite sure. I don't want to touch it to be honest. So yeah, everything works all right. Yeah, let's run the test just to be sure. Oh wow, I haven't deleted some of the things. Okay. Oh my god, yeah, there are a lot of stuff here, but let's focus on what we doing here. Okay. Maybe it's MIDI. I don't know. Okay. Alright, so here it is. And here it is. Let's go again. Okay, there are still okay. Okay. Okay, I don't see any logs. Alright. So we did combination of pages, which is good, which works for tempos, but unfortunately doesn't work in general. Like there are a lot of errors, but yeah, there are a lot of work to do, to be honest. And what can I say? We will do that work then. Let me check the branch name. Yeah. Okay. I think linter is alright. Yeah. Combine pages. Combining pages. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of changes, but I'm very glad that combining pages just adds up like, I don't know, 100 or something, even less lines of code, which is awesome. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, so I need to focus on what I'm probably gonna do next. It's not that easy, but what I can do actually is open. Okay, let's close all those tabs below. What can I say is that I did this thing, which is awesome. Yeah, the next thing gonna work, actually, I wanna handle rests quite in a more sophisticated way. I don't think it's the best solution that I have in mind. I mean, possible solution, but yeah, as you see, when we got we are avoiding rests, which is, I don't know, it's a bit weird. But yeah, we need to think about it, and probably I need to QA a lot cross page, because I mean there are a lot of stuff, and those things are kind of like anything can be. I mean, you can find a lot of pitfalls in combining pages because it's not how Unison was designed initially. And it's kind of like hacky way how I'm doing this. I'm just combining measure params from all the pages in one place for media export, but it seems like it's kind of like working. And if we take a look, page schema, yeah, all it contains is just measures params, so it doesn't contain anything else. So yeah. All right, so I think I need some rest, and I'll continue later today, depending on how much I need to do. So yeah, I need to try focus on next thing, which is handling rests, and of course this thing, I mean, it's all time thing, so I even would do this, keep it as a separate thing, and yeah, then we can actually start doing cross-page stuff with measure rest or measure repeat dots or whatever, code assigns, multi brackets, even measure rest, and etc. And yeah, even measure formatus. So yeah, it will be very interesting. I think starting from dynamics is all good, but what comes next, like these tasks, are the most challenging. And not saying like what's above is is an easy walk, but I mean what's going on here is just will be either extremely difficult, or maybe I overestimate, as always, the complexity. Because even before creating MIDI expert or start working on it, I thought that it will be very, very difficult, but as it turned out, we already have a lot of good support for MIDI. It's not like perfect, of course, but it simplifies life a lot. And yeah, so probably we need to focus on this thing. So yeah, I guess we've done a great job today, although I'm not completely satisfied, but I'm happy that, for example, tempos are the same, and that the strategy of combining measures from different pages work in general. But of course there are a lot of bugs, but those bugs I think are fixable. So anyways, I think that's about it for now.